So what happens to Ergo tomorrow if Alex is unable to contribute for one reason or other, aside aside of you two, meaning us two, not a lot of other Ergo staff is active.
Sure.
What will happen if Alex? Well, what happens if Alex doesn't want to contribute tomorrow? Personally, we're going to be sad about that. What's going to happen to Ergo? Nothing. We're going to keep doing it. It's a decentralized ecosystem. There's other contributors. There's work is going to be done. Alex, Alex doesn't want to be the guy. Like that's why I don't really see a lot of him. And you say even less of him before I joined. I kind of, I pulled him out. I'm like, come on, Alex, come on. You got to talk to everybody. You have a lot. They want to hear you. Alex just want to sit there and he wants to develop the system, and he's always been like that. Like I said, I've known Alex since early 2016. So it's going on 7 years now, and he's always been like that. He likes to do the work. He doesn't like to just really talk about it too much. He doesn't want to be out there kind of, chasing cloud.
He's never going to sell used cars. He's not a salesman.
He's not. No. He's a dev. He's a straight dev and researcher. That guy is as dev and researcher as you get. He's as egghead as you get. And it's beautiful and it's great. And that's why Ergo is such a robust ecosystem. And that's why he's able to build these ecosystems. And that's why he's able to build them in such a way that if he's not there anymore, the ecosystem still goes on. That's why. And that's why, like I said, personally, if Alex just decides, okay, guys, I'm done with this. I'm going to stop talking to you or whatever. He's not going to do that. But, if that happens, we're going to be really sad. We really like him as a person. He does contribute a lot to the code and to the mission of Ergo. But will it break Ergo? No way. There's other teams working on Ergo that are independent teams. There are a lot of developers working on it. Some just might not be public about it. There's a lot of anonymous development going on Ergo. We have quite a few anonymous teams, and others will pick up. Others will pick up the resource debt that would be left if Alex decided to leave. So yeah, definitely. As on a personal level, yeah, it would be very sad for us if Alex decided that he didn't want to be in the Ergo ecosystem anymore. Will the ecosystem break? No way in hell, because that is how this ecosystem is built. It's built to last and not be about one person. And actually, I have an issue sometimes explaining this to some outside parties when we work or when I try to get Ergo recognized, or when Ergo other companies work with Ergo. Like, say, so who's the guy? Like, the guy for what? Oh, the guy, the guy. Who's your Charles Hoskinson? I was like, it's Alex, right? Said, no, not really. He doesn't want to be a Charles Hoskinson. And even Charles Hoskinson is not a Charles Hoskinson that you think, right? We have different people, taking care of different verticals in Cardano. Charles is not sitting there typing away all the code that you see in Cardano. He's not there in his basement, because I see these comments sometimes on his tweets. Charles, instead of doing ABCD, you should be there finishing up Cardano. Like, no, he's not in the basement. It's somewhere developing Cardano when he's not on Twitter. Okay. That's the whole point of a decentralized ecosystem. It's just not how it works. It's not just that one guy. The reason why people think that way is because we're built to think that way. We're built to think that there's like this main guy. There has to be a leader. Take me to your leader. There has to be a leader. He's the one that's going to make all the decisions. But then that's not decentralized. That's like the feudal system. It's not decentralized. That's like a caste type of thing. So that defeats the point of what we're doing. Yeah. So I know I kind of went on a tangent there, but no, It wouldn't break us. You were saying, Joe?
It's a good tangent. Listen, long term, what I would like to see, you always say the 5-year question, right? In 5 years or so, I would love to see parallel organizations to the EF that contribute and actively debate over the core protocol of Ergo. We see the same thing with Bitcoin, where you have kind of multiple organizations that are always tinkering, planning, discussing, debating where to take the core protocol. And luckily on Ergo, the miners are ultimately going to be the ones that vote and back that. So, in terms of like the Ergo Foundation itself, even, I would like to see that decentralized in times, have, parallel competitors and have essentially let the market compete and good ideas win.
Yeah. It's with Ergo, it's our strength, but it's also kind of something that sometimes is a little cumbersome to deal with for some entities, because we're so decentralized, because there isn't one guy you go to. I mean, even for what I'm doing with Ergo, a lot of times I have to talk to different people about different things. Even if I talk to the Ergo Foundation about something, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a wide ecosystem change that we're implementing. We can only persuade this change, and that is, that is the whole point. There is no centralized body. There are influencing bodies, but none of these bodies hold so much influence that they can basically just kind of steamroll over everybody else and get their own way, because that is not right, and that's not how the system should work. So it's just all about compromising. It's all about understanding the system, and it's all about knowing what you're trying to get and how to get it from the ecosystem, and who to talk to, and who to be transparent with. Because I think a lot of these things happen, or you can make a lot of things happen with transparency, right? So you're out there, you make your case to the community, or make your case, and you say, okay, guys, so this is what I want to do. This is what I want to bring to the ecosystem. I've spoken to this person and this person and this person that are, leaders of the ecosystem. This is their opinion. I would like to bring this. Please, please give me your consensus. Please give me your help. And then the community will decide if this is something they want to dispense. And it doesn't have to be unanimous. There just has to be enough to persuade whatever you're trying to make happen. All right. Well, I think that's a good that's a good little tangent to finish it up on. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I think ultimately that distribution of power is important. That I can't emphasize enough. We are a proof of work network. So, governance in our network should be in the hands of miners. Now, ultimately, we can have discussions with miners. We can build things for them to vote on. We can, drive an intelligent conversation in terms of how they can use their hash rate. Ultimately, they are running a business, right? And so there needs to be, some sort of balance that we find long term. And hopefully, as we move into the future, we really start that conversation on a high level. And I hope that it's something that grows and we avoid a lot of the trauma, stuff in the past, and simply, find a certain synchronicity between, developers, miners, and ultimately the users that are driving the value to both.